Hello everyone, this is Dr. Srinivasan, Professor, Department of CSE R&D Engineering College. In this video, I tell about different types of Bitcoin blocks. We know blockchain is a public ledger network, and here all the in transaction details are stored in a block, and each block is identified by a hash key, and the hash key is used to connect the blocks. So the a block uses its hash key to connect with its next block. Look at the important section of the block. It has four important components. One is block size, another one is block header, then transaction counter, and finally the list of all transactions. The block size indicates the exact size of the blocks. It means its capacity. And the block headers contains the information about the block, and the transaction counters tells the exact number of transactions in the block, and all the information about all transactions in the block are available. The block header has a few valuable information such as version, previous block's header hash, Merkle root hash, timestamp, difficulty level, which indicates the current difficulty target of the network, then nonce, then arbitrary number, which is used to produce the hash key. So this diagram shows how the blocks are connected with the Michael tree format. And here, look at here. Okay, black. This is the structure of the black, and this is the black header, and it has all six elements. And these black headers are used to construct the Merkle tree, so that we can retrieve the block as well as the transaction details quickly. So we are using different types of blocks in the Bitcoin network. The first one is Genesis block. Genesis block is the first block in the blockchain. It is important in the blockchain development. It contains the vital information such as a timestamp, that is its creation time, its unique identifier, and the reference to the previous block. Usually, this block is created by the blockchain founders, and it is immutable. That means it cannot be modified at any cost. And the block Genesis block can contain the message or a reference to the external event. Another type of block we use in the Bitcoin network is stale block. The stale block is a valid block. It is discarded from a blockchain because of another block was added at first. A stale block occurs when multiple miners create a block at the same time. However, only one block can be added to the same, so others cannot be included or part of the blockchain. Stale blocks are considered invalid and they are no longer part of the longest blockchain. Miners who work on the stale block will not get any reward. The third type of block is orphan block or detached block or uncle block. This kind of block has no parent, and this block are created when the node receives the block before it has been made aware of the corresponding parent block. So as soon as it happens, it puts the orphan block in a holding area and waits for the missing parent. So the Genesis block and stale block and orphan block are often found in the Bitcoin blockchain networks. However, the blocks are the critical component in the Bitcoin network. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Srinivasan, Professor, Department of CSE R&D Engineering College. In this video, I am going to tell about the blockchain protocol, which is used in the Bitcoin network. The blockchain protocol is actually a set of rules. It defines how the blockchain operates. Blockchain protocol are very important because they ensure the security, transparency, and decentralizations. It enables the transactions to be conducted without the central authority. Let us see how this transaction, this particular protocol works. Here. Whenever the transaction is requested, it creates the block, and the protocol maintains the block. The block is sent to each node by the protocol, and the nodes are validated. The transactions, the protocol is responsible to provide the incentive to the miner, and this protocol is essential to ensure whether the transaction is completed and added into the blockchain. The fork is a special event. It happens whenever which may make a change in the blockchain's protocol. It's all about the set of rules. So whenever the rule is changed, a fork will happen. It have the fork happens intentionally or unintentionally because of the changes. In the Bitcoin network, for two types of forks can occur. One is soft fork, another one is hard fork. The soft fork aims to be a backward compatible one. It is helped to upgrade the blockchain. It is responsible for allowing nodes running in older versions to validate few transactions. On the other side, hard fork is a non-backward compatible one. So once the change is implemented, it will be enforced immediately, and it will not allow the previous rules set of rules to validate the transaction. So this slide shows the differences between the hard fork and soft fork. So hard fork is not backward compatible, but soft fork is backward compatible. Hard fork leads to permanent network split, but soft fork will not create any split, and all the nodes will be upgraded after the hard fork happens in the blockchain network, but the soft fork doesn't allow any major changes there. Um, so hard forks makes previously valid transactions into invalid transactions, so it almost um, filters the transactions using the new rules. But as a soft fork makes all previously validated nodes uh, into a permanent one, so it will not make any modifications in the bit blockchain. Hard fork is used in the Bitcoin Hash and the Ethereum Classic, but soft fork is used in the SegWit version of Bitcoin. Apart from the hard fork and the soft fork, we all also have network fork. So when the network forks occurs naturally. It is distributed across the network. So, in cases when two nodes simultaneously announce a valid block, can result in a situation where there are two blockchains with different transactions. It is undesirable situation, but it can be addressed by the Bitcoin network only by accepting the longest chain. In this case, the smaller chain will be considered orphaned. So hard soft fork, hard fork, as well as network fork help us to make changes into the blockchain protocol so that it can be adapted to any new environment. Thank you.